What's going on, everybody? How are y'all doing? How's everyone doing today? Love you, Pat. I'm glad you're back home. Huh? Back to peaceful? What's going on, guys? How are y'all doing today? Thank you for coming. Guys, jump down in the chat. Hit the like button. And if you're not already a subscriber, check out the content. Subscribe. We talk about everything here. Gig economy is what I do, but we talk about everything, guys. Whatever you want to talk about. I thank you guys for coming. If you guys can like the live, jump down in the chat, tell me who you are. Let's get to talking. I had a busy week this week, door dashing, guys. So and gals, if you want to know, jump in the chat and I'll tell you how this week went. Let's have a good time. Let's talk, conversate. You guys have questions for me. Yeah, I might have questions for you. I like to get to know you guys too. You'll see me sometimes live dashing in my car, doing deliveries. And then I like to do these 1 or 2 days a week also. I don't live all the time. I do this just to kind of let people who see my stuff and like it come here. They can talk to me for a little bit. Also, it helps my watch hours, if I'm completely honest with you. So I do appreciate you guys being here. If you guys like the live, hit those 3 little dots. Marshall Buckley. People tip great. And my longest dash, like one single dash, my longest one was about 21 miles. And that one paid $43. That was my longest dash ever. And that's long because they try not to take you too far out, but occasionally DoorDash sends you one out. I mean, overall, the tip process is pretty good. You'll see online people will talk about no tip, no trip. I'm the dasher, don't believe in that. I take what I see, what I like. I don't have to take everything, and I don't. But I make really good money. I'll tell you what I made this week because this is like a recap of what I've done. I worked 36 hours this week, and I made $884 in 92 deliveries. If you've seen some of my videos, I have like 2 days of this week where I put my days on as content. But yeah, 884. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing and liking the live, I would appreciate that, Marshall. I'm here if you ever wanted to try to dash or you want to learn why things happen on DoorDash. I'm here for you, brother, and I appreciate you. That's a good question, though. Damn, I almost forgot about that. That was like 2 years ago I did that delivery. But it paid too much. They do, but here's the way I look at it, in my opinion, I can't say that. Tador. I'll say Tador. To keep my top dasher and all my rank, because I have every perk DoorDash gives you, you're allowed 30 declines out of every 100. So as long as I can keep them up there, I'm fine. For the most part, they're kind. I have no problem with them. But like I was saying, Tador, I stay between 70 and 75%, and I have no issues. And like I said, I made $884 this week. So no, not like that. You're not.
No, I'm not going in the video. My the TV isn't working.
Okay, figure it out. But yeah, the people are pretty nice. Um, it's not bad. And if you guys can like the live, that'll help me get more people in here. Hit those little three dots. And if you're new to me, subscribe, check my content out, ask questions. No, and I get it. And when it first started for me, like the first year, I live in a market that's there's 30,000 people population. There's 300 restaurants in my area, so everything's stacked up. But for the most part, they tip pretty well, and so like I don't have to, like sometimes days are easy. Sometimes I got to work for it a little bit, but I don't work more than 5 hours a day. But I do work 7 hours or 7 days a week. So 5 hours, 7 days a week is about 35 hours. I do mine in a car. I get catering orders. I couldn't do that on a bicycle if I saved my life. For real, I get catering orders that's like $2,000-3,000 worth of food. So, and what I do with my car too, like I take $20 a day and put it back in the car fund. So I put $140 back every week for the car fund, just in case something goes wrong. Because you can't go without being without a car. So if you're not going to make money, so you have to have some kind of money saved back. But I appreciate all the questions, and I appreciate everybody in here. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting those three little dots to like the live. And if you're new to me and not subscribed, I just started this channel. I'm only 35 days into this, so I'm doing pretty well, but I need you guys. I mean, it happens though. I'm not gonna say it happens to me. It's happened to me. The other day I got lucky. I started with a catering order that paid 70, and I ended with a catering order that paid 100. So like 2 orders paid me 170. I finished the day with 215. I only worked 4 hours. But I've spent the 6 to 8 hours in the car waiting on orders and not getting anything going and making maybe $100. Like I've had those days. I used to say if I make $100 by 3 o'clock, I'll be good. And that was starting at 8 o'clock. Things have changed. My market has gotten a lot better. And people have been a little more generous over the past 2 or 3 years. Ever since COVID, really, to be honest with you. Like, I don't have many non-tip orders. And I'll take some non-tip orders because it just, sometimes it'll be going right to by where I need to go, like by my food or wherever. Like I'm not opposed to, like today, I took a $3 one for 0.9 miles. Yeah, no, yeah. Well, I got into the large ordering program like 6 months into COVID because I started in 2019. I've been a Dasher this is my 5th year. 6 months into my DoorDash, I got into the large ordering program. They called it something different back then. It was Drive. It was a specific catering company, like a catering program that was in the DoorDash app. That's went away, and they just do large ordering program. But I get like 2 or 3 catering orders a week, and they probably average about $50. Like I'll have a 70, I'll have a 50, and I'll have a 30. And the average to them was about 50. And they're good to have that. Those are great times to get those type of orders. Yeah, no, 100%. Like, I'm a person that I don't want to put too much wear and tear on my car more than I have to. I don't want to put too much wear and tear on my body. That's why I work from 7 a.m. to 12. I stop at 7:45. I hit pause to go drop my daughter off to school. And then I get back on, and I'm done by 12. Pickle Squad! And that's what I do. And it works out tremendously for me. And I try to help others because there's some tips and tricks you can do that work in any market. But it's hard because again, no one knows their area more than they do. What I do for fun, besides spending time with my kids and everything, I play Xbox Series X. 22 minutes for $4. I play Call of Duty, I play WWE, I play Madden. No, I I hear it. Truth be told, we everywhere has a ghetto. Sometimes our areas, like I grew up here, so everyone in that hood knows me. I'm straight. But I know what you mean. But some of them tip just as good as anywhere else in my area. Like I went down into a bad part of the neighborhood. I'm like, man, this ain't gonna tip nothing, and it ends up tipping like $4 or $5. Oh, I'm sorry, Pickles, man. Thank you so much for coming in, though. I appreciate it. They don't pay you the distance. They pay you a base pay. It's $2. Now, when I say they don't pay you distance, they can add an extra dollar or two if it's, say, like over 6 miles. It depends on if the customer tips or not. Like, if the customer doesn't tip, buy Pickle. Are they? I find it about even here. But I know what you're talking about. I've come to the $1 million homes and I walk away with $1 tip. That's happened. But let me see. But like, say it's the 6 miles and the customer doesn't tip. DoorDash will probably pay you like 4, and it's up to you whether you want to take it or not. But if the customer say tips $3, DoorDash is probably going to leave it be, and it'll be $2 from DoorDash, $3 from the tip. But you definitely see some bad orders. Like the other day, I saw one 4 for 13 miles by Pickle. So like that's crazy. Like, cause this week I did 92 orders. I did $864. I mean, I can't do the math in my head, but I probably would say that averages to probably about $750, $760 an order, average an order. Probably somewhere around No, I agree, 100%. The only problem with that though is because DoorDash, if they won't make up for it in the front end, like in the mileage, that's where like the customers, and I feel the customers, because customers say all the time, you don't go to a restaurant and you get tipped before you get your meal. And I agree, 100%. And this is where the system's broken. Because if DoorDash doesn't take care of it, say somebody plans to tip a $10 bill in cash, it only comes up as $4 on DoorDash and it's like 8 miles. Unless someone's already going that way, it's gonna sit. And that's unfortunate because the customer plans on tipping, but we don't know on the front end. I wish there was a way for the customer to say, hey, I'm going to tip in cash. This way DoorDash could alert you possible cash tip. So like if that DoorDash could say possible cash tip, if a customer indicates that, then more of those orders would get picked up. And I feel bad for the customers. I really do. I'm not one of these drivers that are banging on the customers. I'm a super positive person. I am the positive side of DoorDash. I respect everyone's opinions and I see where everyone comes from because I would like people to respect my opinion. But I 100% get, hey guys, we got 13 people in here. Can you like the live? I need a record of 10. I've never gotten 10. No, it's not bad, especially for my wife has a job, a 9-to-5 job, basically. So she has that job, and then I have my job that I can go, because I do this because my daughter she gets sick a lot. She has an immune deficiency disorder. So she gets sick a lot. So like she has to miss school a lot, and I can't hold your normal 9-to-5 job. So DoorDash gives me the ability to where if I get a call from the school, hey, you gotta come get her, I'm in the middle of the order, I finish it, and then I'm gone. If I'm not in the middle of the order, I'm done, and I'm gone. So like for me, it works out great. And I couldn't be more happy with it. And I'm one of the, it seems like few people who like to do it. I'm sure there's more people who like to do it. You just see all the bad stuff, I swear, on YouTube. That's why I'm trying to be the positive side of it. I want people to see that there are happy drivers, and that there's drivers who won't complain, and there's drivers who aren't going to call customers bad names. Because the one thing that I get tired of from customers, no, I've never turned one down because of where it is, but I have turned them down because it was way far out of my zone and it wasn't worth the price to have to drive 10, 15 minutes back knowing you're not going to get an order. That I have, but not just knowing that's a lie too. Yeah, we have a mountain top here in where I'm at in Winchester, Virginia. It's called Shawnee Land, and it's literally like this, and unless the pay is really, really, really good, I ain't going there because it takes hell on my brakes. Because obviously, if it's like this going up, it's like this going down, and you're gonna have to brake ride the whole time, and that will ruin your brakes a little quicker than what you already are going to. So yes, I have declined because of where it was. Really? He would have been out on his own. Yep. If I got there and you tell me you didn't order it, you can call me all you want and say you did. Guess what? I'm not going back. I'm just not. And DoorDash is going to pay me like I delivered it. So that's why I don't do, because DoorDash started this new thing like a year ago maybe, cash on delivery, where the people who can order it can pay in cash just like you do your local pizza place. Yeah, I don't do that. I opted out of that. I will not do cash on delivery. 100% not doing that. That's too much of a headache. That's too much of a risk. That's too much of a liability. Like you said, what happens if they say they didn't order it? Yeah, I'm not doing it. Just not. But that's awesome. Like that's crazy. Like, I appreciate you guys talking to me. Like, I've just been on here for 35 days, and I'm trying to build this connection, this family, this community, so to speak. And I'm waiting for the day where I got like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people in here. Yeah. Like say, especially like a year ago, the way it goes is if you couldn't give it to them and put it in a safe place, then you just took it with you. Now I've never done that. I don't drink. I'll preface with that. But like if you go to a place and it's alcohol and they don't have their ID or no one's home, you can either return it to the store for $2 or you can keep it. And they tell you to discard it. People just keep it. Absolutely, it requires you to have cash. It's like I said, cash on delivery is just too much. Too much ain't happening. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. It's just too much. Like, I love the shopping pays on DoorDash. 2 years ago, a year ago, 100% true. At least right now, I don't know if it's because I'm a top dasher. I have every perk, so like my phone number is registered, so I get someone on the line pretty quickly. But what I found on my personal experience over the past year has been night and day of what it used to be. What it used to be sucked, like bad. It has gotten a lot better, like a lot better. It's not perfect, but compared to what it used to be, at least for me, and maybe it's because like I said, I top dash or get all the perks. I don't know, but it's been pretty good. You haven't okay. So what do you do? I like to get to know you guys too. What do you do, Tador? And what do you do, Marshall? I like to learn about you guys too. Like, this isn't about me. I appreciate you guys being here. Oh, that's pretty cool. You like it? That's actually really, I know what that is and everything too. That's actually pretty cool. Sometimes people tell me what they do for a living and I'm like, what's that? But I actually do know what that is. Some work to it though. We used to have, no, that was a lumberyard. But where are you from? A feed mill plant. Midwest? Yeah. Well, that, and I learned concrete. You're in Pennsylvania. Okay. So we're not that far away from each other. I'm in Virginia. So, you know, we ain't nothing but a hop, skip, and a jump away, depending on where you're at in PA. But we're kind of close. Marshall, are you still here? Did you dip on us? I'd like to know what you do for a living if you're still here. And I hope if anyone new is here, please subscribe to me. I'm a new content creator. Just started 35 days ago. and I like to think I'm doing pretty well. 437, something like that, subscribers. On my way to 1,000. It is. So you've heard of our apple blossom? Like it's in our town, Winchester, Virginia. We have the parade of parades and the carnival for a week, and celebrities come here. That's right. That's right. I'm so sorry. That's right, because the volunteer firefighter and EMT. How's that going? You staying safe, I hope, Marshall. Yep. No, I remember now. The minute you said firefighter, it clicked. To the beaches? Yeah, I don't blame you. So a little further south, actually, yeah. Because Winchester's at the very tip of Virginia. Yeah, I like the beach. I've actually never been to Virginia Beach. I go to Ocean City. It's actually, I think, a little closer, Ocean City, is than Virginia Beach. I think Virginia Beach for me is like a 4.5, 5 hour drive, and Ocean City is just a 3 hour drive. So how is the Hayton Heights being a roofer and a firefighter? You've been safe? I see you're on here, so nothing as bad has happened to you, Marshall. My nose won't stop itching. I don't know why. It's driving me crazy. So have either one of you seen any of my videos or any of my shorts? Yeah, my former brother-in-law used to live in Virginia Beach, and he said that there wasn't as many things to do up there. But that's actually, as we get older, I'm old. As I get older, I kind of like to have less people around, and I can make do with anything. Yeah, because weren't you the one that had the fire buddy, that the 18-year-old that passed away in a firefight? And again, sorry about that. Now that my memory is jogged completely. Hope his family's dealing with it as best as they can, obviously. That ain't easy. But it was a pretty solid week. Like, I like doing the 5 hours. Like my wife, me and her went back and forth, because my wife is like, sometimes she's like, why don't you work 6, 7 hours? You do so well. And I say, well, because if I work more, then I might not work that 6th or 7th day. I don't put more than 5 hours on my body. I can do that 7 days a week for a couple months before I need 1 day off. First time seeing me? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm normally the gig economy guy, the gig DoorDash guy, but I use these lives at night when I do them once in a while, just to get to know each other, just to meet people, talk. When I do them during the day, I do those like twice a week. I do the lives while I'm working, while I'm delivering food, to try to get more people and everything else. It's you kind of got to work at YouTube just like you do everything else. Yeah, I have. All 3 boys, congratulations, and I'm sure they keep you busy. I understand that. My daughters suffer from mental health, and so does my wife. So, like, mental health is very important to me. I've been around it all my life since I was like 15. So, like, the mental health community, I'm very, very, very sympathetic to, and very, very, it's important to me because of my daughters and my wife. I wish everyone was well. Unfortunately, everyone's different. Inner panic. What's going on, buddy? How are you doing? Me too. I just don't have it in me to do any important jobs like that. Inner panic. What's going on? I had a busy day today. Or it was a crappy day today. Busy week. Inner panic. You want to like the live? I made 864, something like that, 92 orders under panic. Worked 36 hours, I think, this week. One more than I wanted to. That's what happens when you get an order at 11:50 and you don't get it delivered till 12:10. That's the only time I work over is if I'm in the middle of an order. I like doing it. It's really good. And it works for me. Like, there's the occasion where I have to stay out longer because I do set a money goal, and that's it. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Inner Panic. They do. And that's the thing, like, being in those fields, you just see a lot that nobody should see. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, Inner Panic. How's your day been? And that's awesome, Marshall. That's awesome. Like, I applaud you guys. I applaud you, Marshall, completely. And anybody who does that type of stuff. 27. Did 27 dashes in one day and did those in 7 hours. And if I'm correct, me and my daughter, she was with me, made $310. Thank you very much, Tador. I appreciate you. Conquit Fedor. I'm not even going to try. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I am. What you see is what you get. You will go through all my videos and you will not see anything negative or anything bad. I have one video that I dropped 2 days ago, and that was me kind of ranting a little bit on bad DoorDash drivers, because bad DoorDash drivers are why some customers don't tip. And I don't want like a whole community of bad DoorDash drivers to happen, and it affects what we do. And then we have a whole new rule set because of a handful of bad drivers. So outside of that one video, you will not see any negative comments. You will not see me say anything bad about anybody. Conquistador. 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 Thank you. Conquistador. Okay. Yeah, that helped. It was a great week though. Conquistador. Conquistador. I'm gonna try it. Conquistador. Conquistador. See, this is my old self. Things get over my head. My bad, my bad. See, you just subbed me. You seem legit and cool. Can't say queef to save my life. I think it's because I blocked that word out. I don't know. Just, woo! No wonder why my kids think I'm old. I appreciate you working that out for me. How many hours do you work a day in the feed mill? And do you work 5 days a week? Do you work longer than that? Hey, Inner Panic, good luck. I understand. I've got family that deal with that, and I hope it works out for you. I really do. I will pray for you, Inner Panic. I promise. I'm not the biggest religious person, but I do think a little prayer every now and again can help. You getting old? How old are you? Conquistador? 6 days a week, 12-hour days. I remember those days working in the warehouse at Rubbermaid. And it would only be 4-3, 3-4, but you'd have to work overtime. So it ended up being 5 and 6 days every week. Man, getting old. Getting old, turning 32. You know what I would do when I was 32? I was running a fast food place. I was general manager. You think? Come on, brother. Look at your ID. Getting old. Now, I know why you say you're getting old, because you remember when you was like 25, and in the blink of an eye, you became 32. I ain't gonna lie to you. See, that's how you know you're getting old. That happened to me right after I turned 40. Like, I was like stuttering for like a week on how old I was. I did the same thing that my grandma did, who raised me, and I used to pick on her about it. I'm that now. I'm that guy. Before you know it, I'm going to be yelling at the TV. Actually, I think I might still do that already. Yeah, I'm old. I'm old. I yell at the TV. I expect an answer back. It don't give me one. Siri told me to shut up one time. Siri. It's crazy. She ain't want none of my business. Like I said, when you're with me, like you can learn about DoorDash, but I like to learn about people. I'm a people person. So you will leave out of here if you want knowledge about DoorDash, but definitely you will get one or two smiles out of every one of my lives. I'm the same way, but I'm not deaf. Well, maybe I am. I had a loud TV from a young age, and now if it's not on like 35, I'm like, I can't hear it. And like my wife is like, yeah, but the neighbors can. Can you calm down over there? My wife sometimes sleeps with earplugs. That's a real thing. I have a good wife that she's willing to, and not just turn around, slap me, take the remote, and turn the TV off and say, shut up and go to sleep. That's how I know I got a good wife. Because 99% of the wives out there would just do exactly what I just said. So, I have a great wife. And I have a good family, man. I got 4 daughters, three adult daughters, 24, 22, 20, and then my 10-year-old who thinks she's 18. Oh, okay. Did that come from like the feed mill? Working a long time there with no earplugs? And anyone in here, if you wouldn't mind liking the live with those 3 little dots, subscribing and get in the chat. We got a whole bunch of people here. Oh, you were born with it? But you're making the best with it. And congratulations on the starting of the family. I wish you guys all the luck and success. And remember, my only advice of the day, you get into it or you get out of it what you put into it. Wear headphones, yeah. So, don't say that too loud because if my wife sees that, next thing you know, I'm sleeping in bed tomorrow with headphones. The poopy diapers, oh, they'll be fine. Oh, thank you, Inner Panic. I appreciate you so much. And Inner Panic, how long have you been on this journey? Are you just starting? And just remember, how hard it can be. The best things in life come from hard work. So, like I've always had a saying, joy wouldn't feel so good if it wasn't for pain. Like, so just remember those couple things and just keep your head down and plow forward. You're going to be just fine. 30, you're 30, work 7 days, run a truck, washing business. You're a busy person, Marshall. 2 weeks, well, congratulations. There was a time where you probably thought you could never make it to a day or two. So, like, 2 weeks is a big deal. A big deal. See, there you go. Queef the door has words of encouragement. Someone else. I know that alcohol struggle. I'm an alcoholic. I don't drink, but I used to, and I used to a lot. Until I started having body problems with my liver. And my doctor said, if you don't stop, you'll be dead in 10 years. I stopped. It was hard. I kind of locked myself in a room. And I couldn't go to stores or anything for a long time. Like, my family would go to stores for me because they knew, like, I wasn't working. Like, I took, like, 3 months off of work. Thankfully, they let me, and I was able to go back. At that time, I was assistant general manager. So, yeah, just remember, stay positive. It's a long road, but it's a road worth traveling. So I'm glad I've met you guys. Like Marshall, I remember you, Inner Panic, Conquistador. I'm so glad you came in today. That is awesome. I love meeting new people and cool people and good people. And if you're new, guys, and you haven't checked me out yet, hit the like, subscribe, and get down here. Yeah. Yep. I think I was at like 65, 70. But I was 21 when I got that news. I was at like 65, I think. But I was 21. So it's eye-opening. I had babies. Like at that time, I had 2 daughters. I had a 6-year-old and a 5-year-old. So 6 and 4, about to be 5. So it's a scary thing, and it's nothing to joke about. I take that very serious, and I'm so proud of Inner Panic. You keep it going, and I'm proud of you too, Conquistador, because it's not easy at all, and the cravings never they dull, but they never quite go away. So anyone who's been able to kick it of any type, congratulations, because it ain't easy. Yeah, I started at 13 and went till 21. But I was doing hard liquor and alcohol for 8 straight years. The car I drive is a 2007 Chevy Cobalt. Everyone, put the car in down in the chat. What car do you drive if you drive a car? If you drive a bike, I want to know what kind it was. Huffy. If you walk, I want to know what sneakers you got on. Everybody's included in this one. 2007 Chevy Cobalt right here. My wife is coming down. She won't be on camera because she doesn't like the camera. Maybe it's because I'm in the camera. I don't know. Hi, Lovey. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Is that my pink robe? My wife has got
Not at the moment.
My wife has got my pink robe on. Yes, my favorite color is pink.
If you put your light in there, you might be able to see that easier.
Yep, I understand that one, Conquistador. I was about somewhere in the same ballpark every day. And and there was times where I made sure if we went out, I went somewhere where there was alcohol. Bowling alley, alcohol. Chuck E. Cheese, certain ones, alcohol. Movies, alcohol. Like, I kind of planned things around when I was younger, around places that had alcohol. You're very welcome, Inner Panic. Seriously. And whenever, I'm glad you're here. You can be here for as long as you want or as long as I'm on. But whenever you see me on, man, just kind of check in, even if it's only for a minute or two. Tell me, give me a thumbs up, and I'll know that means you're doing good. And so, and if you need, like, just drop me something in my videos, like a comment or something. Like, as anybody who's ever commented on one of my videos, you have gotten a response back from me. I have over like 2,000 comments, and I've responded to every one of them. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Takes a real man to wear pink. I was raised by women. Like, I've never had a man in my life. So, like, I can cook. I can clean. I do laundry. I do, yeah. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And like I said, you jump in whenever you want to. Talk about whatever you want. Like, yes, I'm the gig guy, but my lives are whatever. You guys are spending time with me. I'm not going to dictate my life. And I'm just different than other people who do their lives. Like, other people in the gig economy, when they turn this on, it's all gig, all gig, all gig. For me, I have videos for the economy, and I have my live dashes. I like these just relaxed, sit back. If someone has DoorDash questions, cool, I'll answer them. And then we talk about all what we're on now. Trust me, that'll happen. Earlier we had like 9 or 10 for like 5 minutes. I'm only been on here for 35 days, so 36 days now. And I have 438 or 39 subscribers. So that will happen later on and down the road. I promise you. There'll be one day you guys check down here when you come in about 2 months, and there'll probably be 15, 20 people in here, and it'll probably be hard to keep up with the chat. I'll do my best. Don't think I forgot about you guys, but I know there's going to come a time where there's going to be 15 to 20 people in here.
I wanted ice cream.
I'm not going to get ice cream, Peyton. I don't know why you're telling me. I'm actually in the middle of something, baby. These are overprivileged kids' problems. Like they say, I want ice cream, thinking Dad's just gonna run out and go get it. Oh, you dash on a moped, Fred? That's awesome. How do you like it? Just to let you know, Fred, I recap my week here, but I'll tell you since you're brand new, if you wouldn't mind liking the live, hopefully subscribe, check out my content. But I thank you for coming in and talking. I did 92 deliveries this week. I work 5 hours a day, 7 days a week. Always. No more than 5 hours. And I made $864. You made $42 a day? That, on a moped, I'm telling you, that's a different threshold because obviously mopeds have different mileage, different speeds, just the different ability to get back and forth. Oh, you got a motorcycle? What kind you got? How long you been door dashing, Fred? Yeah, you can't beat that. $1.50 to fill up your moped. Two weeks. Oh, you've only been door dashing 2 weeks? Have you checked out any of my videos? Yamaha 2007? Okay, that's pretty cool. How's the gas on that one? Oh, it's your first ever motorcycle? Oh, today was your second time, Fred? Well, congratulations. How do you like it so far? And how long did you work for that $47? I'm curious how long it took you to make that. And Fred, do you know how to like, subscribe, whatever? I'm just trying to get to 10 likes. Less than 2 hours? $47 in less than 2 hours on a moped? That's really good. I know people who in a car that can't do that. 140 miles to the gallon, 15 to fill that. Yeah, it's way better than a car, even mine. And I get good gas mileage. I was angry when I went to the 140 miles. I was angry when I put $30 in my car. Oh, you're in Florida? Where at? And it filled it up almost about that much left. I was angry. $30, 27 used to fill it up. 4-gallon tank. Do you take it on long trips or just around near Daytona? How you like living down there? I know hurricanes and alligators. In my mind, in Florida, there's a crosswalk for people, and then there's a crosswalk for alligators and crocodiles. That's how Florida is in my mind, and no one will ever convince me differently. I see too many videos of alligators and crocodiles all over the place in Florida. Not me. Try to only 5 miles in order. How new are you to riding? No pizza? Because, yeah. Well, no, I don't know about a moped. I was about to say, because I know the e-bikes have those things you can get to connect it to them, like the box things that you can put stuff in. But I don't know if pizza would fit in that either. Anyways. You're not that new? Not right now. Oh, you riding it 4 times now? That is brand new to riding. Conquistador. Queefador, sorry. And you've been riding, Fred? So you, Fred, you have ever been caught up in some really bad weather down there? Like hurricanes and stuff like that? Like, I don't know exactly if I've never been to Florida, so I don't know if the whole damn state just gets tore up. $1,000 to get a bigger one? Well, at what you're doing, you're doing a good job. Keep up the good work, and you'll get there. Yeah, now look, I'm gonna be on this YouTube thing for a while, so we're gonna talk a year from now, Conquistador, and you're gonna be like, man, I took my motorcycle 6 hours away. I'm good now. You're gonna be a veteran in no time. I always say though, you have to have a healthy respect for your machine. Yeah, you got super lucky. That should have been about 1,300 more. 6 months is your goal, Fred? Well, good luck. Hey, Fred, have you ever seen any of my videos? Because some of my videos will actually will help you too. I would concentrate. If you want entertainment, look at my ride-alongs. If you want to learn things, like my how-tos and don'ts, those will help you some. And when I'm on here, ask me whatever you want. Because I know when people see videos, they be like, oh, I wish I could ask him that. That's kind of why I do it on here too. Like going on live. So in case anyone has seen a video and they see me live and have a question, you ain't lying. I am with you. That's the only bad habit I have now. And it's a really bad habit to have. I wouldn't even want to see the pile of money. Like if you piled the money for everything you spent on cigarettes, I swear I'd probably cry. Actually, I'm about to cry now thinking about it. It's sad. And I wish that was a habit I didn't pick up when I was 15. Like out of all the habits to catch, that was the one. I mean, I guess it's not actually better than drugs or anything. It's just as bad, if not worse in some instances. I'm at about 45. My state I can get 2 packs of Marlboro Menthol Black 100s for $14.93. And I can make 2 packs go for 3 days. So, whatever the math is. Are you still here, Marshall? And anybody who's new in here, jump in the chat. We got a good conversation going on. I'm gonna stay right here in Virginia, tobacco country, USA. Have fun in PA. I'd be driving that bike into Virginia. Get me a pack. Oh, it'll take me less than an hour to drive to Virginia to get I'll drive the hour to get $6 less. Yeah, because they're like $7 a pack here, but we have a Sheets. You know what that is. If you buy 2, you get them for like $1.50 or $2.50 off. For people who don't want people to smoke, they sure do make deals for them. I'll tell you that right now. Thought we were trying to discourage people. It's damn near buy one, get one free. They're even got alcohol deals. Ah, so you're deep. Yeah, you're deep into PA. That ain't just a quick over the border type thing. And yeah, of course you're out in the middle. Yeah. Still here, Fred? I'm interested in hearing about this moped thing. You got me interested too. How long do you plan on doing DoorDash? I've been doing it for full time. I'm a full-time DoorDasher. That's all I do is DoorDash, and that's it. That's what I was getting ready to tell you. This week I made $864. I generally make anywhere from $700 to $900 a week. $700 if I'm really not wanting to do anything. That's like a 25-hour to 27-hour week. I hear you. Yeah, I see them a lot here too. I would say generously mark me for 3,000 a month. Generously, but it's usually a couple hundred more. But if I have like a slow week or something, or I don't want to do anything, put half the effort in, maybe 28, 29. But I'd say 30 to 3,200. Make good money. But I'm in the top tier programs. I get shopping pay orders, priority access. I get large catering orders. I get priority access to regular food orders. Like I'm top of the line in all the DoorDash perks that they give out. Like there's only 5 people who do catering orders in my town. I'm one of them. So like it's pretty cool. Like I love it. You'll never hear me complain about DoorDash. You'll never hear me complain about customers. You'll never hear me complain about nothing. I'm a positive person. Like yes, we all have our moments where the positivity can go somewhere, but for the most part, I'm pretty positive. My mom, same way. Hers were so bad, she couldn't drive on highways at all. Like seriously, it was city driving. She didn't move out of her town because of her panic attacks, and she went to therapy. She was on medication, and truthfully, it took with medication and therapy. It took her 5 years to get it under control to where she could drive on the highway. And that's a true story. And a crazy one, because I used to look at my mom like, what the hell do you mean you can't get on the highway? As I got older, I understood it. Well, I wish you good luck in that therapy, because I'm not a fan of therapy either. But I'm not opposed to, if I had to, or anybody else. I'm just not a big fan of admitting things are wrong with me or having to speak to someone about everything that I've been through to try to get to what's wrong with me. Yeah. Well, absolutely. Thank God for that. Well, they'll get you through it, man. It's going to take medication. It's going to take some talking, some soul searching. They're going to deep dive into that brain and into everything on you. And they're going to try to get to the bottom of it. And I hope they do, because that sucks to be paralyzed by a panic attack, to have to dictate what you can and can't do because you don't know if you're going to have a panic attack. My daughter has anxiety attacks, which I think are similar. That's good. And my daughter has to dictate what she does and doesn't do because of her anxiety attacks. I guess they're similar. I'm not sure, honestly. Well, I'm glad the medicine helps a little bit. That's where the therapy is going to come in. And once you get that therapy going, it's going to take a while. The medicine will work better. Okay, so like anxiety attacks are like your lower level, and then full blown panic attacks is what. Okay. Yeah, my daughter's she's 22. She'll be turning 23 in May. Gotcha. Inner Panic, are you still here? Did you leave? Fred, are you here? I just like to keep talking to people just in case. I lose track sometimes. I know it says one person, but sometimes that's not always accurate. But it might just be me and you, and that's okay. How long have you had the panic attacks? Has it been since you were a kid? It's all good. I'm just as bad. I'll get in a couple of people's lives that I like, and I'll be like talking and talking, and then I just turn my phone off and walk, and I just close my phone down. And later I'm like, oh, I didn't say bye. I'm a bad YouTuber. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be hard because you had it at such a young age, but you'll get through it. It's going to take a lot of hard work, like we was talking about. You're going to have to really, really open up. And I don't know if it's a guy thing, But for me, I think I have this mentality: you're guy, you're strong, and then we don't want to open up and talk about our feelings. Ooh. So you think you might have induced them back in due to, like, you messed your body chemistry up with going so hard in alcohol and then shocking the system with no alcohol, that your body chemistry might have induced them back. That's crazy. But that makes sense because I've heard of stuff like alcohol is a very powerful drug, and people are like, alcohol's not a drug. Yes, it is. It fucks with your body chemistry. It does all that happy shit. It alters it, your state of mind and everything else. It is a drug just like any other drug. Yeah, yeah, because I guess it is kind of hard to notice the anxiety so much when on the weekends if you're just. But I don't know though, because you would think you would still have them Monday through Friday or Monday through Thursday when you weren't drinking. If you were just a weekend drinker, unless you had like one or two, like one and not every day or what, I don't know. It's crazy though, but they'll get you figured out. I'm sure. I hope. You have to keep me up to date too, just like Inner Panic. I hope he stops in once in a while. I hope you stop in once. Like, I know people are busy, and I get it. I don't expect people to come in here all the time. This country has 1 billion people in it. But once in a while, just pop in, give me a thumbs up, let me know how everything's going with you. Definitely. Well, I'm going to get off here. I wanted to spend an hour on here, and I'm just been on here about an hour. I appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing, and I appreciate everybody else. Thank you for coming. Y'all have a good day, and good luck with therapy tomorrow. Conquistador. Thank you, buddy. Bye.